I'll show you what you wanna know. I won't waste another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Climb out the sheets, find the jeans from a previous day. Grab the keys from off the counter, commute into the city, gonna take another hour. Man, I hate trading time for a way. At least I got a home and a job that pays. Faded from color, reaching to find where the wonder hides. Saying it'll all be fine, while you sit around and waste your time. And find that I left my distractions behind. I will be in the meantime, I'll blindfold my pride and keep
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down, I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom, 'cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. 'Cause I got no problems. 'Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems. Let you in, but you out. Sing it. No problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Had none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Had none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door, I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home, a couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
Miles past, turning back, found my track, face the fact, she a cold one. Never gonna settle for none, stay up every night till I won. Don't want a slow rise now, I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A quiet boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night, my whole life ain't staying.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door, I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home, a couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm headed to LA.
Miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, the 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I'd have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas next to dollar sign, yeah. Had to remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
Made for the fight, for the pain and the climb, tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door, I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home, a couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal. I never lose, I'm bulletproof.
Unbeatable, unbeatable, undefeatable.
Good evening and welcome to week 9 here of ESL Challenger League in North America. My name is Get the Bag Mark. I am here with Apples for our A stream tonight where we have an absolutely fantastic matchup. We have Nouns taking on Getting Info, two of our top 2 teams here in Challenger League. But Apples, we have a great game going on in the B stream as well.
Yes, we have NRG versus In Control. So if you're looking for that one, it's going to be on the B stream. But, hop between everything. Come and see the action on both of these. We have 4 maps in total for North America on these streams tonight. So be sure not to miss any action. Lots of great teams playing tonight, lots of great players, and I, for one, am quite excited for this matchup that we have here at Nouns versus Getting Info. This is a spicy one, Marky.
I'm so pumped. I'm so excited that we are here to bring it to the people because, I tell you what, I mean, you get to see NRG on our second stream. They're our number 5 team. You get to look at 2 and 3 tonight, but a new look at 2. We'll get into that in a moment, but you're working on a very good one. Some new changes I will mention. The MCS gaming team that did place pretty particularly in the middle of advanced, I believe around 500, did disband, but you remember that team that did go to the Wandersland final, add to a couple of additions, particularly to In Control, make up the 4th and 5th spot of that team. I know that Scorchy over there is their player to watch. That should be a very great affair, but we've got a couple operas of our own to take a look at.
Yeah, we have a pretty stacked lineup here tonight. And of course, our player to watch is going to be a banger. But I do want to talk a little bit about this roster. I feel like Nouns and are Getting Info. They've been in a little bit of a weird spot and now kind of matching up against each other. Both of these teams kind of with a mix of players that have played together before. They've been on the same server, and mentioning just a couple of them. One player that is not going to be playing tonight, who was with them both, is CJ the King. He will not be playing tonight for either of these rosters. Looking for info, he played with them on LAN, am I correct?
Yeah, he just came to Fragadelphia X the block with them. He ended up placing in the semifinals. What, it was a frequent face around those sides, right? And it's, a man that was sticking up for Nouns when the unfortunate situation around Infinite's times didn't work out for this Noun squad, was there when we needed him. But I mean, you spring up that blood, right? It's Peeping that stares down 4 of his former teammates on Timberman.
Yeah, which is interesting. I feel like Peeping has had a very interesting move throughout the North American time as well on Party Astronauts back in August, along with Fang, who he's going to be playing with tonight. But our player to watch tonight, the player to watch, is going to be Klazia. An incredible player. You have been singing his praises to me for the past 4 hours. So I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot from him tonight.
Yeah, look, with this, honestly, we remember our first player to watch. We had K-Slots, right? The player that was being brought back into Odic. We're staying with the same theme, right? Klazia has been with this Nouns roster before, and you know the story. A guy that can absolutely shoot with the best of them. I got to really see what all the fuss was about this summer. I got to see this guy come out to Fragadelphia, Kansas City. He placed in the semifinal, and against who? It was against Timberman, familiar faces, including even Peeping, who he plays with now, but obviously in different roles, takes up some different responsibilities for this Noun squad, so we won't be too flashy in those stats particularly. He's our player to watch tonight because he's keeping the glue together, but we go into the vetoes here. We're going to get our Dust 2 out with this. But before we get into that veto, I want to touch on what you briefly mentioned. We have a new face on this Getting Info side, and he just took off his astronaut helmet. We have Fang walking his way over here. What's he doing here?
What is he doing here? I feel like just a lot of players and a lot of teams that are kind of happening in North America right now, a lot of people are kind of jumping around, hopping around, seeing if they can help their friends play, and now a substitute in for this squad. Fang is going to be interesting. Do you think he's going to be a good addition to this team historically?
I think it's going to be pretty crazy. And you know what? Like with the Dust 2 served up first, I just get ready. Like I was serving it up to you in the pregame that if you look at it on paper, right? We were talking about who we wanted our player to watch, right? And we went with the Nouns storyline basis. We'll just be honest with you, because you look at getting info and it's honestly too hard to decide. When I got to see Marky with this getting info team back in CCT playoffs, he was ridiculous. He was absolutely just frying. So, I mean, placed up with Dia, probably the young opper. I mean, we know that all the rumors are around this getting info team, particularly maybe getting signed with a couple other faces, right? With Darty and Vanity, right? So to build around that young gun, we absolutely knew that. And so it was Shane that got to sub in a couple of times for that boss squad that ended up winning that very CCT event. He had a ridiculous rating. He was filling in for Fruit Cup X, filled in for those roles, which are the star roles perfectly. And you just don't know where to go because there's star power all over this thing and all led by Carson. I don't actually know if it is all the way down by his calling, but I have had source to believe that because somebody's got to take care of it to lead all this pace because he's even great in the individual category.
And that's something I want to touch on a little bit. When you have all of these star roles, these star players that are on all of these squads, who is going to be leading the charge? Who is going to be able to kind of refine all of that? Like, not everyone can be going for an entry kill. Not everyone can be opping. Not everyone can just be a pack rifler. You kind of have to divvy up those roles between the teams before it gets into, like, descends into chaos. And that kind of takes a really skilled IGL. If it is Carson, we'll have to see how it goes because it could be difficult if you're having a lot of incredible players on a squad that want to go for these picks, want to go for these kills. Is it going to come down to who's going to get there first? Or is it just going to be all out madness?
That's honestly a great way to click into this Dust 2. A great Dust 2 we just came off of. Onic and Swingers down south. That was a beautiful one. Onic taking a 2-0 look over here. There's nothing guaranteed in the server tonight. You may assume that Nouns would be, just that seed would be one click ahead. It's getting info at advantage tonight. Marky serves up top, serves a good look, and gets a little bit of respect back from Nouns, who put their first smoke in place for a long crawl.
They got to be able to get up there in time. A nice kill from Peeping with a 250, P250, I think, actually force into that. He has the utility as well. I think getting info have already rotated on over to cover the dropped player of Marque. Carson getting very up close and personal with it. Junior is going to take a double. That's A-site done. They have to just fight through mid. Cryptic trying to find these heads. A dink down, but the dualies reign supreme, and so does Dia.
So Fang already having a tough time in this getting info jersey. This pistol round is not gone his way, but let's see if Mr. Danny Diaz got anything for us, trying to serve up a couple of kills. Can't find a look through CT. Now serve up a harsh blow. With this quick fight, it's Peeping that gets a second, and these P250s are absolutely just serving punishment in this pistol round. But just briefly in our green room, I know that, you know, we briefly mentioned to each other how from the last time I know that we both saw this man, Junior, his rating has gone like through the roof.
You always want to see that. Always want to have ratings go through the roof. You want to improve as a player. And if it's this team that's working for him, to see how they play here tonight. Fang able to at least save the dualies on over, but how much you're going to be able to get out of that? Forcing into this getting info. They're putting everything they can into taking this round away from Nouns. Ooh, a little bit of spot of a leg. Cryptic just jumping up and down. Junior kind of playing with the double there. Dia is able to find it.
That's a great look up onto it. And they just can pass over. Not checked by Dia again. Peeping goes out to clear the lane. It can just walk this up confidently because they know it would be difficult for Dia to strike twice, but it's happened before. They give it the respect, and it deserves to get back to the positioning desired. Dia's still on this prowl, and the entire spot is here. That's that first smoke put up and the flash to go. Tagged once.
Oh, with the kill. Lightning does strike twice. Cryptic now just going to have to walk around the smoke, not feeling very safe about it. Bomb is going to get planted, getting info. They kind of have all the positioning here. 3 in long, 2 rotating through B. They want to take this, they can. At least get an AK out of it. Do some damage. Long range Mac 10. They're slowly making their way up here. Ecclesia finds a head first. They're able to pass over. They're over on ramp.
Oh no. Walking on the way up, no kid is the problem.
Ooh.
Classia gets 1 kill, hopped onto the bomb. It should be Shane putting this first round on the board for Nouns. If this defuse can get on the way, it's going to be tight, but he should be able to do it. The force pays off, and Marky and Shane survive.
With AKs, no less. Is it weird saying your name up there?
It's more of an admiration for the fellow Marks. Because, I mean, I told you, this guy I'm quite a fan of. And honestly, with an AK in hand, I think he's about to show you exactly why.
Sounded the alarms.
It was so difficult in our first series to get those checks today.
Okay, I heard that you said words, and I heard that you said a sentence, but none of those words computed with my brain.
All good. The internet has been tough tonight. All across the nation, man. I had a storm that whipped me off of my broadcast last week, but they've been kind to me recently.
You had no Wi-Fi for like a couple of days. I'm like, where's Marky? You're like, no Wi-Fi.
That was tough for me. I had to reconnect with the nature. Oh goodness, this is being 1-1, trying to get this run boost out. If Dia can serve up around with it, maybe Nouns can too.
Okay, decided against it.
Oh my gosh, what was that from Dia? He's just serving him up. That's 3 barely out of the contact, and it's about to be a 4th. Thank goodness they cut up to him. That was about to be illegal, but Dia and Shane, back to back. We've said that plenty of times before, and they clean up, just coming up to catwalk right there.
Yeah, interesting from Nouns. They're kind of grouped up on Cat. Looked like their plan went awry, or just there really wasn't one that was airtight in a way. Run boost getting canceled or something, at least not having the utility, not having a long lurk. But what can you do with just pistols? Not much, or at least just without armor. Okay, another boost. They love their boosts here.
We've seen a variety of them already yet. But it seems like getting info, draw a bit of patience into the round for Cryptic and Co. Go ahead and do their due diligence, get control of these lower tunnels. And now can really send in forward to kind of complete into what will be a comfortable place into the round to go ahead and find a way to make this call.
Flash on the Cat. Cryptic just looking for some space here, taking it away from the CTs, but Smoke is going to keep them away just for the time being. Getting info. They're so deep into long. There's like really nothing Rush can do without getting aggressive to get them off of those angles, but Peeping trying to do his job, making his way through mid, slowly peeking through these angles. They're taking this very slow. It's 40 seconds left on the clock. Someone's going to have to do something. It looks like it's going to be Marky. A nice molly just to cut off Peeping for the rest of his team. They run tons.
This is going to be insane to deal with at this point. Thank goodness they have another smoke in the belts.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of a gap, though.
23 seconds. Gotta go. Gotta go. And Classia and Rush, they trade out 1 for 1 clear out this B side, thankfully, and then get the bomb down. It seems like this Getting Info squad is interested in a bit of a retake. This middle fight, that could potentially happen. You see Fang walking it down. This could go into Cryptic Kit's territory soon. Right around the corner from this, Cryptic sees his way. They motion him back into CT. Ooh. Shane right above this on Catwalk will have a free kill. This retake is on for Getting Info.
Or is it? This is interesting and confusing. Rush now just in lower, trying to keep Dia away. Looks like they're just very, very slowly creeping up, trying to get some exits or something. The timer is out. Fang is right next to doors. He's going to meet up with all two of these players here, Junior and Peeping.
Oh, goodness. Oh. Maybe a little bit too active. Trying to thin the herd at the end. The gun for Fang right now would probably be pretty dang sweet, but they'll go ahead and just rebuy on that slate and see to the end of the Getting Info funds.
Now tied up here. Ooh. I really like these scouts. No rifles. I'm gonna continuously buy into his scout. Very different from South American Dust 2. Oh, that's a clean trade.
Oh,
Marky,
no
keeping
way.
them up. Wow.
Another 1v1 potentially served on the Classia. No way a third here for Marky. Classia just stows that away, but not a great look in the early fights here. Oh. Want to recover one of the weapons. It's just not plausible at the moment. I have a feeling that Dia is going to feel the need to disrespect here in a moment, but he doesn't need to push the smoke too. That's an easy frag he's got onto Classia, and it's in session for Cryptic as well down below from Fang. You can see from each point, it is just so dang deadly. It's just a Junior to try and separate, and you know what? Apples, your wish is finally granted. He's on that rifle, but not for long.
This is interesting from Nouns. They are continuously peeking upper tons onto B, not thinking that Marky's off the angle at that point, right? Granting him those 2 kills and almost a third. They do back up in time, but Dia's like, all right, let's disrespect this. Let's keep getting more aggressive over towards tons. They keep peeking. Let's just kill them. And it works.
Bit of a thought towards long. Oh no, that nade so deep. Dia goes for a double, and now Fang just gets to dip in, and it doesn't even have a second thought. Apples, what the hell is Getting Info gotten and pulled together with this edition?
All I know is that I almost said Dia should be our player to watch.
Yeah, I did say that, didn't you?
I did say that. I did say that. I was like, no, I'll go towards Ecclesia. We'll go with your friend, your buddy.
My
your
friend.
Favorite.
Now you're serving me up as biased. That's crazy. I will say that.
No, you're not biased.
Hey, there was a time when Junior was, serving up that our boy was the player to watch. Back at Fragacago 2024, we were both there. In the post-game interview, I got to talk to Junior, and I mean, he said that Dia was the man on the way up. I mean, if he said there was any opera in the region to look out for, it was this man, and Junior's finding out exactly why at the moment. Thankfully, in Chicago, Junior was able to get the better of him, but we'll see if that remains the story tonight. Obviously, it's all a very funny affair. Obviously, Peeping was on the other side of that thing, and now he's on Nouns, and
everyone's so mixed.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Everyone's everywhere. They're all besties. Everyone's good friends, right?
Yes.
Getting Info not wanting to take their eyes off of long here, anticipating a crunch. Some players taking a look over towards Cat. Util swapping back and forth. Peeping, just trying to get up here. Oh, the long battle has started. It has commenced. Shane able to find it. Fang following it up, and that's bomb dropped.
Oh, a Molotov just on the other side of that door. It's going to be hard for Junior to fight back. But they're so far up on the side. Hold on a moment. Fang is going to keep them online. 6 health and an AK. You know headshots is what he's good for. Let's see if he can just keep himself up for another moment. 18 seconds. 18 seconds. All he needs is one more kill. And that it is Carson to swoop in and just put the cap on it, though. Getting info. Had that thing in drive since the start.
We're revving up the engines.
Oh no. Oh no. It's been revved up. He has AVP. What are we going to do?
He has
fast.
long spawn.
Okay,
He's
tech
going for a
pause to
long
stop
pick.
him. If there's anything that they can. Whew. Goodness gracious.
Dia's going incredibly well for Dia. It's like...
Yeah, this is going to be a
I was
pretty
right.
hard roster to stop you guys. I'm not sure what we were thinking putting it together. Look, man, I was going to make... at some point, I was going to have to make the joke, right? I'll make it now of like referring to how like funny it is. And they've all played each other in the history. Like Snap is watching this somewhere and is like, oh, it's funny. This is my entire other team. And we played this team before in that same final, but I can serve that up, dude. He's probably concerned about playing this team back with the Blue Jays. I know that it has not been, I mean, it's been going pretty well for them on the concern of their results here, but I know that getting info side would certainly be a challenger for them when that does serve up. That's got to be scheduled sometime here in the future.
In the future, yes.
Wonder what the problem is.
What event are you most excited about this year? Counter-Strike Global, anything.
Well, I would say that we're getting up to a pretty nice margin for it. You know, ESL Challenger League North America is a pretty good event. Season 49 specifically, season 50 is probably going to be even better. But look, right? I mean, we all know that within the North American space, obviously, a lot of people are heading to Vegas soon for Fragadelphia. With, I mean, more than just North American competition out there to make it NBK's new lineup. It should be a pretty nice look in for a lot of teams trying to run these VRS points, right? And I mean, right here, this is a pretty nice matchup that you have here in between 2 and 3, right? Between our Challenger League teams, seeds 2 and 3, but also they're so neck and neck in these VRS ratings. They need these points right here to show it up, and Dia doesn't even need to see Classia to rip him out of this round. Marky so more quickly on to Cryptic, and look, it's not going to slow down. It's Shane with a double, and they're bowling downhill right now.
To be fair, it is just pistols that you're going up against, but that is a nice round to get you started off here. Junior just looking for a Tech 9. Oh, it's a little bit in a danger spot, but he's able to pick it up without any noise. Pushed on over. Easy peasy Nouns lemon squeezy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't that. I mean, it is that kind of a sentiment at the moment. This is a breeze for getting info. And it's just not looking like it's going to stop. I mean, I was talking about this dust too. To be the perfect place to finally get a look into. I mean, before getting info was in a point of limbo, and they were still basically 3 and 4 in Challenger League. You didn't know what the future was of this squad, but they were still winning. They never stopped, and now with one roster move, they don't even need an organization to get along. They'll get along just fine themselves.
Ooh. That's an opener. And a half. Marky in kind of a precarious spot, though. Clegy is able to at least get that trade. Getting info. They are all over. Nice flash into mid, but this boost from Fang is going to really help Carson out. Peeping, just trying to get something done. Oh, could have caught someone on a timing here. Oh, it's served up to him on a platter, but Dia, so quick with the trade, so quick with the op. Is he going to expect Rush right around the corner? He does, but Rush is able to grab it, take it away from him. 3v3, Nouns have the upper hand for the first time. This could be it. Fang and Carson, they're split up, and the bomb's moving its way toward Cat. Fang's about to be neck and neck with Rush.
The new addition to the cast. Looking like he is just so interested in this smoke, and that would be the appropriate place to crawl. But lost his timing.
Oh my gosh.
Macy into the way! Found something in that smoke. You just had to put both hands on it. Rush deletes Fang before he gets to present his little tricks about it. I think I hear a couple of clicks in the chat. Gotta be a conversation happening about that one, but the major winner on the way back out long doors, and he has got that third round.
All right. Yeah. He probably saw his gun, right? Or a foot. Or something, right?
I don't know, man.
Game sense.
Just had a wit about it. This man, Rush, has been doing it a long time. And you want to know why he gets a couple of brownie points from me? He's a Wisconsinite.
Why?
He gets
Ooh.
He gets all of the plus rep for that.
Like the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Junior. Oh, saw the head. Carson able to get it out with his life. Not for long. The nades going back and forth. Rush fighting his own battle here in top mid.
Oh, and he's going to turn this corner.
Oh.
You're not getting away this time, Fang. Not through the smoke. Not through a molly. But Dia up top, and he wants to punish. Posted. Ooh.
Ooh.
Lets his former teammate get out of his hands. Carson with a little support, though. Marky's right here, Apples.
Junior's still looking for an entry onto the side before anything happens. Bomb still sticking away with him as well. Cryptic double up long. That's going to make getting info a little antsy. Going to make them want to walk away. Junior with a nice trade. Marky just sitting and waiting. And oh my gosh, he could dismantle this all. The bomb has to run away. Over towards mid. He does get mollied out of position, but Nouns kind of have this for them.
I don't believe Mr. Marcus will have a chance into this one, but I've been proved wrong before. Has a kid, has a Molotov. And Classy & Co. want to do everything that it requires to get ahead of getting info. The long plant, and doesn't seem like Marky will get a fair chance into it, so he'll save away the gun, and through Cryptic's huge finds at long, the IGL takes it into his own responsibility to go ahead and steal this fourth round.
He's able to retrieve the op, though. That's still big. That's still huge. Getting info. They're going to be able to buy into this next one. Carson and Marky sitting on lots of funds for the rest of their team.
I mean, that's like fine, right? You get Dia this gun. Carson buys. Drain the entire bank account, Marky. Getting info, you invest in this round, there's a good chance you take it. Oh, poor Shane. On FAMAS era, actually, we stand. That's huge. How can they be stopped?
I want to say this. Oh, I will say it later. Rush with a nice opener. Cryptic.
No.
Oh my gosh. Fang and Shane. Long is down. Dia's left alone and does have the op, but through the smoke. What is going on with Nouns here? It's completely turned on its head. Marky left alone once again. He saved last round. Might as well go for it so his team's on the same kind of economy.
That was
All
quick.
right. That was quick.
That was easy.
That was, easy peasy.
Talk about how it was going south for Nouns. Well, they turned that ship around quickly. I mean, all of a sudden you're one square away from a tie game, and you know what, Apples? I mean, it just didn't feel right when getting info was, you know, seeing that far ahead this early into the game. But it certainly does not feel right that they're able to muster this much firepower together. It seems like all cylinders are really pressing off. It doesn't really seem like Carson has really been into that category. But hey, man, somebody's got to do the dirty work.
Yeah. Someone's got to hold the FAMAS. Junior here just waiting for the timing for the smokes on over to the B side. Rest of Nouns just kind of hankering away in lower, making their presence known, keeping the CTs away at bay, knowing that they're on a strange buy.
The encompassing B hit will not see into
sometime.
a Molotov. This is to clear out close. Rush wants to make sure it's all going to be covered. Carson, he is going to see out to this molly here. Could take a couple of these ticks. Marky, can he get in position before they get out of the smoke? Rush doesn't even take chance. You get all the way out of that contact. Junior to put the bomb down, getting info, seeing to an impossibility to go for a retake in this. But last round, have your wits about it. He's in T-spawn is the comm.
And boost over.
Oh, goodness.
What is going on? What is Junior cooking here? Fang, very, very close. Could do a little bit of damage, but honestly, this is an ironclad bomb site. And that's the half. Nouns able to tie it up after a not so great first half of the first half. But you know what, Marky? I think they need a little bit of break, and so do we. So we'll be right back after a halftime break.
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down. I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom. Cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems.
Well, it's right at our expectations. Maybe too much at our expectations. We are at a tied game here, as we knew this one was going to be close, but we still don't have a teetering a direction. A second pistol round we are already up for, and we're up for another batch of these long fights. But hold on, we have Junior trying to cut up middle, but that is a op engagement without the scopes, and Dia takes down Junior.
Great first pick. Getting info, kind of taking it slow, just going down mid, cat just a little bit, and Rice is reading this well. Yeah, getting caught out with util in his hand. Cryptic following it up with another. Oh, it's a little bit sticky, but Marky does fall as well. Carson and Fang left alone, kind of sandwiched in different parts of the map, but lots of damage on these CTs. Locks can do a lot. Carson finds the first.
Oh, he just gets hit in the face
Molly
with the
as
Molly.
well.
But
Whoa.
Wait a minute, they're all flashed, and Fang can farm! We know he can! Last player, low health, but the kit on the backs, and Rush has to stand up. Has to get tricky behind this smoke.
Find a pistol. If anything, no, you can't get tricky if you're just going to die there, Fang, with an incredible 3K round to take it back.
Welcome to Getting Info, Fang. You are welcome here anytime. You're providing 3Ks and the difference in the game just like that. Getting Info have a chip into the second half with the pistol round that's going to mean a whole lot, but we're not done with this just yet. It's Getting Info that is going to be challenged just early. A couple of 5-7s with their names on them.
See a lot of damage done with the 5-7.
But they're respecting him.
Yeah. Well, too much.
You didn't see Peeping go back from lower on the smoke. Marky just in this position. This is no backup for Cryptic, so he's going to have to win this fight. He has to win this fight. It seems like Peeping is just seeing his engagement in. Oh, a dink on the Marky, but just going to be this free kill brought back for Peeping. But what? What is it worth? A Mac 10 that's going to be dropped. Not worth its weight in gold, but Peeping can just provide chaos here, can just try and split the gap, but it seems to be literally sense and literally flushed out of the ring. It's Fang that gets 2 out of the end of that, and this thing is looking scary in the second half.
Gulp. Gulp.
I am.
Are you gulping? Are you gulping?
I have like a different anxiety tick, but I'm right there with you because this one is I could gulp as well. I'll try and.
Oh, what's yours? It's just I
it's
almost
usually
said
gamer
gulp.
raging. It's usually getting that out. But right now, nothing to be frustrated about yet, right? Just one kill. It's just one. The Cryptic is still pretty close to Carson.
He wants to get active here. He wants another player down. Carson not granting him that. Nice trade and lots of damage onto Junior. The flash not connecting. Shane's going to help him out as well. Dia's already on Cat. They have the site. Don't have CC,
and
though.
he is just like a pug.
Ooh.
He wants to get it done. Feed him the ecos. Oh, and you get punished. Not against Peeping. Oh, but Shane gets it down.
Yes, again. All right, who's going to go next? Who's going next into the Clasia fire? Back and forth as an AK gets picked up.
That's some pretty good damage, though, in the retrospect, especially where Marky and Carson are going to have to be careful about this bomb in the way out. But Nouns with 3 kills off of a couple of upgrades. But it's 3 rounds to the advantage of Getting Info since the start of the second half. He started the first half well. We know that for a fact. And Nouns didn't lag behind for so long.
Maybe with a buy, maybe with an AK, we'll see something different from Nouns. Long control has been lacking, but they've only been on puzzles for the time being. Junior op in hand, finally. The T-Molly getting juggled back and forth.
So, I got this from our friend, Why Not FPS, friend of the show. Apparently on his team, they would call it a Super Molly. Because, I mean, significant difference nowadays. I believe the
really...
squatty formerly coach will be in attendance at that Fragadelphia event with some European faces on it. This is a quirky little boost start of this, and Rush gets out with a little bit of respect on that, stays out of it. Actually only on 87 health, so he got out perfect.
Oh, it's so quickly PP's able to follow it up with another. I want to say, that is one of the most incredible angles to be taking on CT side, right next to that blue box, because you can see them, you can peek out, you can shoot, and you can also hide behind that box angle because they can't shoot through that. There's no what's it called? Through the wall. You can't get anything through the wall there. It's impenetrable. So being able to hide back in there, and especially a boost, was so incredibly good for them. Junior on this angle. Shot's gonna miss. Molly a little bit wide. Still gonna let him stay on that angle, but Dia is answering it back. So is Carson, and so quickly this lead for Nouns has fallen.
Gotta be respect to these retakes eventually. There's so much commitment in these ideas. There's that fourth, 2 players you know towards catwalk. That is the cost of it, but you're smoked out. And that's when you have to realize that there's one more tail end to this, and now there's a new possibility. Rush with that kill, and the brief turnaround that you saw from Classia, the brief consideration. But even with all that damage on the extremity, it's double digits that Getting Info are going to be delivering on 4 in a row, no less, on the way out of this dust too. But good luck, Shane. Oh, but they're good.
Oh, good.
And Carson gets an op over
that's
for
the
Dia.
angle. This is the angle I'm talking about. This one right there. You can hide. It's really good. But if you get mollied out, then you die, you know? Or if they shoot you first, then you die,
It's a CT molly. And you're like, this is fine. That's why you gotta pick up your super mollies, chat.
I'll have to analyze that and think about it, and I'll come back to you.
I appreciate it.
I'll put my nerd glasses on.
Smoked out at long doors, smoked out at upper. What kind of life is this?
That's a T smoke, too. They double smoke that long doors. Rush is so tucked in. Still looking to make something happen here over on this B site. But Nouns not giving them anything good quite yet. Staying deep within the trenches, but the util has already been used over on this B site.
Classia just trying to give respect in the anchor spots like we talked about. A new face for the young man. But a new face into this round. About a minute into this thing and Getting Info. See 2 smokes spent towards upper. They know you're going to be quite empty here in a couple different retrospects. And, I mean, the only side that really has all of that is this A bend. Right here, Peeping going to be actually spammed out. Fight won by Marky, and now they're going to be extending this. Cryptic, Classia, they're trying to whip into the spread, and they do. It's a double from the IGL, and the newest member of Nouns goes down, so traded out into a 2v2, but Shane Knifehold gives space to Junior.
Yeah, and they're already so close. Right at door. Dia with his eyes down towards tons. Looks like they're trying to enter in through door. No utility, just one flash. Shane's good for 1. It's all down to Dia, and he hits the shot. Incredible work from Getting Info. They slowed it down. While lots of work done for Nouns at the beginning, it just did not work in tandem. The 2 were able to clutch it there.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in a row. They put that down, Apples. Even through 1v1s. You see how Nouns makes it so close in a couple of these proposals? Well, Getting Info, they have other thoughts. I don't know that you're going to be seeing that second life out of this second half. I have no idea. Set down a line with that AWP. Dia gets smoked out and can't do the damage now, but Nouns have even less resource in 18 than they did in the previous.
Peeping, playing around the smoke. You can hear them jumping around in mid, just waiting patiently. Do they walk through this? Fang's gonna look for this angle. He's able to find that headshot. It's a huge kill. Junior still working alongside over in CT spawn, but how much can you do with just a scout against an AK? Have to find this headshot. Oh, just narrowly missing each other.
Junior has a scout here. Heavy lifting is going to have to come out of the smaller of the two arms. It's Classia that stays close with an MP9. Thankfully, Rush is just close within a rotator's distance. And, oh, they're going to need him. They're going to need him big time, and he's not online. Carson, Dia, and Marky all sound in the way through for likely 6 in a row. And you know Cryptic is not going to have a say in the way back in. They are running him down like a pack of wolves, and he won't get a moment to breathe. Fang gonna be on the other side, and you can just hear the young IGL waiting for his doom. This has been quite a destruction of the second half.
6 rounds in a row. They have found Nouns not finding anything, and in this last round, they really don't have that great of a buy. They don't have the rifles. They just have a scout still on Junior. This is not what you want to see. We're trying to fight against this. You need to fight 6 rounds in a row to be able to win this out. It's looking dire for them. Rush getting very aggressive there. Molly is going to do a bit of damage, but he does get something. Okay, 2 kills, 1 blinded. That is a huge for Nouns. They're going to be able to act on this. Carson getting mollied out, and a flash is going to work as well.
It's like $1,800 put in his bank account, along with the nightmare that you just put towards 3 bodies. Shane and Dia, they'll hold on for an entire minute 15 downs. They say give us your worst. They want to do as much damage as they can. Promptly boosted up again right behind the smoke. You're not going to get this look onto Shane, rather. Dia's in T-spawn trying to get this thing out of it as quickly as they can, rather as safely.
Another boost here, another smoke, just to add fire to the flames, or I guess smoke to the flames that Getting Info had the last 6 rounds. No info has been getting. They have no info. They're not getting any info. No info. They don't
even need the info. Wouldn't make the difference right now. However, in this game, it's sort of been without the respect. They go back, they get the shots down. They just hold their scopes in again. Dia turns it away on the back end, has to play a little bit of chicken with this AWP, and you know that he will just get out with at least 2 shots that are clean as ever. Peeping and Rush will be without guns in the next round.
All right. Okay. All right. The early aggression towards long. Early fights, taking it against Getting Info. They still have 4 more rounds to go to be able to bring this back to its tie. 5 more rounds? 4 more? 5? Counting. It's going to be flashes out towards long. There's only 1 player here. It's just Junior, and he is leaving this angle, waiting for Nouns to get active. Just a simple smoke is making Getting Info slow it down over here.
Completely smoked out. They kind of reorganize for a moment, realize they could sway back into a little bit of his attention short. No real strain to that. Getting Info at this point of a little bit of leeway. Not economically, but I got some rounds to work with if this thing does not completely fall to their grasp so quickly. Especially at the point right now we're Getting Info. Rather, Nouns have so much information. They have 4 players just draped on that A side.
It's so interesting. Like, no one's been dropped. No one's been killed. Getting info. They are taking their sweet time here. And while that happens, the rest of Nouns are just getting into place, getting ready for anything else. 3 are in CT. Another Molly out towards the ramp. They are dumping all their utility on them, but still have a little bit more in store as well.
2 players just back to back right at this double box, and a Molly on the ramp. So much time here, so little to work with in the sense of these shots have to come down, but there's 4 that have just met the dirt. Classy is all that's alive, but is finally capped through the smoke. Clipped out of this dust too. It was Nouns that only found 1 round in that second half. A deafening put out a shove that really it was Fang that put that into form with a pistol round victory, and they never left that running stance.
No, it just goes to show, even when you do lose a round there, you can bring your inertia back, you can get your team back on the right track, and it worked for them. Unfortunate for Nouns, they weren't able to show out what we've seen in the past, but that's just kind of showing where their team is at right now. It's very questionable, it's very up in the air, and getting info, we're able to kind of dismantle it very, very well, especially on their T side. They had that drilled and run to perfection, and it looked like Nouns were just kind of twiddling with their thumbs, not really knowing what to do next, what to do after this. Looked like the last round, maybe that they were going to get another one, but did it so incredibly well. Let's talk about Dia. Oh my gosh, Dia. Even on a save round, he was able to get a double, and the op shots were always there for him.
Yeah, I mean, Dia is just going to be such a darn problem. You're not going to be able to really get rid of him. I mean, maybe you can try and sublet economy. He's a problem on the pistols. He's a problem on the rifles. This man is very talented, and like I say, the problem isn't really going to be him to try and get rid of, right? You want to try and slow down the rifles around it. It's Fang that did so well. Shane had a couple of multi-kill rounds. Marky was so effective. It really comes to support all that you want to deliver through the AWP here, right? And we'll check back in with Classia on that other side right here where we talked about it. I mean, you see him just perched up there into the B side. It's different expectations with spots like that, but you still wish to see more for a player like this, where it was kind of a team-centric struggle, but in that second half, you really just couldn't see that Nouns unit stick it together, and the evidence is similar in the stats.
And that's what it kind of ties back into what I was saying earlier, right before the game started. Like, if you have all of these star players, but you're kind of not subduing them, but like kind of putting them into roles where they can't perform well, how is that going to affect your team? The calling wasn't there to really get them all together in a spot where they could really utilize their skills in the correct way. And that's what we see with Classia. Maybe it'll be a little bit different once we go to our next map. I believe we'll find out after a break, but it's going to be interesting. I want to see him do a little bit differently. Just as an Acre role, we've seen him play so well in so many other events, Marky.
Yeah, and it's just got to be where you consider a lot of the change that he comes over to take. I think that where you consider the first half performance from, I think the rest of Nouns was kind of on par there, but it really looks ugly for him, the rest of the roster, and the box score, right? When you look back on it, it's a 13-7 that appears on the Way of Dust 2. It says shutout at some point in that game, and I mean, that's where you have that absolutely in permanent ink. So it's a 1-0 to the side of Getting Info, showing so much strength with their new addition of the Canadian Fang, who is not being too kind in the server tonight. There is no doubt about it, but we will see you all for the next best of one. We'll be back after about a 10-minute break.
They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. If you wanna be my love, only gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know.
Think you've seen it all? With Faceit Watch's Point of View Selector, you can experience the game from any pro's perspective. Use the multi-view feature and customize the stream with up to 4 angles. Control what points you see while earning rewards. Drops are activated and lucky winners will receive Faceit points. And if you ever miss a match, VODs are now available. Get instant access to demos with multiple POVs and commentary. Watch it, control it, Faceit.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God it's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first step towards ECL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/ECL.
We have our final map of our first night here in Week 9, back at ESL Challenger League North America. I'm Get the Bag Mark with, of course, Apples, and you're looking at it and maybe spoiling where green we be going in this matchup. Apples, we got a whole nother dice to roll. We got a whole nother veto to take a look at between Getting Info and Nouns. Oh. I may have just heard that my caster's PC died, but we're good. We're good, ladies and gentlemen, and we're rolling around with it. So we're checking in, and we're back onto an ancient here for a best of one. So where honestly, I was expecting at least to go once tonight. It should be a better crawl on the way back up for the revenge story. If you're here simply to see how both of these teams can turn it around tonight, right? We talked about the further implication in the series just like this with the resume building, with the VRS points. These are all very important scenes to actually get inside. So an ancient that will favor back into the way of a nouns, where we do have, honestly, the better look into a side where you do have bounce back potential, but maybe similarity to maybe find a little bit of space to breathe, where it was a Dust 2 that was similar in the way of getting this veto, but actually finding common ground, right? I mean, you just walked out of a second half where nouns were basically shut out until the very end, where it was getting info to just have one little reset, kind of have a complete breath, get a crawl back, and just say that it was okay, that it was fine for them to have that slip up in that first half to make it a 6-6. If it was at all a slip up, they just cleaned house. And I mean, this edition of Fang is looking pretty darn intimidating, to say the least, right? I mean, considering the storyline with this getting info squad was kind of on the back end of expectations as to where this squad could potentially go in terms of, you know, a future home of an organization, of having on their faces, right? You've seen other players, right? CJ played with this team on LAN just a couple of weeks ago. You have Fang seeing into the spot of the roster right now. In place of that before was Darty and Vanity when this project started, and not to mention when Dare was playing with this crew, who's a registered substitute at the very moment. So you do have that all worked out, and you see on its star power how it certainly churned on the way back up. But where an ancient comes to force, we'll see if they're more than their money's worth in some of that individual play, where it's honestly been quite of a competition to see both of these squads getting on the way back in. But it's star performances by Dia, and you see that how it carries on the way back, and it's getting in for the Sion to the CT side. So it's the rhythm that they got to tap into early. So we'll put this down into the beat, and I think I got another voice in my head too. Momentarily, Dooley's up to spar, and Peeping won't let Carson get too far on either of those guns. Thankfully, still online on Fang, but there's going to be nothing right here dipping into the A site to go just yet. It's that flash to go long range, and Fang from that same front is going to be put down, but cut down right out of the back of the bomb site. It's Dia that's going to have to dare to go and try and get this thing down, but it is Nouns that are awfully devastating when they hit A, when they have revenge on the line. They want to go 1-1. Right before on the A stream, we saw Audic 2-0 onto the Swingers. Nouns want to be in their own retrospect tonight. We'll see if getting info get up with any sort of thought into the force buy. However, seeing with all 5 USPs, this is not going to be the goal. 2 of these MAC 10s are going to have a big day to farm. Peeping to go, keeping crawling.
Oh, got out. Oh, able to find Fang. Nothing too interesting going to be happening with these USPs, at least just for now, but a full A stack from getting info could get dicey. Lots of damage coming back out from everyone. Dia able to see these shadows, just waiting for them to peek out. Got a little bit damage. Go towards Nouns. Find another one of his own, and it's that nade that's going to end it all, along with the Galil. Nouns able to find this one, and Now, I'm a little bit of an easy one, I would say. Hello, Marky, I'm back. My PC decided to die.
It's good to have you here. You know, we have technical pauses here and around in the Counter-Strike world, you know, but we held it down on your end. We got the second caster in the ring. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy I'm finally here because I love Ancient. This is such a good map. I feel like it really took Overpass's spot on a difficulty level of maps to learn together as a team. Now getting info, looks like they really forced into these rifles, not much utility on their end, and Nouns are just taking this in stride, making their way up towards this B site. Carson not able to find a head. Lots of damage. Marky! Where is Marky? Where is he?
This is insane because they track him right at the end of this pillar. It's Marky with the 4K, and he takes it into his own will and comes out on the other side with 4 kills. That is absolutely ridiculous for getting info who were completely boxed out of that site. Both of those first players took fights and went down with nothing to save for it.
It's always a fun thing when you're a site anchor and they finally hit the site and you're able to hold it down. Like, that is such not an ego boost in a bad way, but that's an ego boost, and that's a run boost for Fang, going over to Shelf so quickly, able to get all this information. But Nouns, they're on their way towards A. The flashes are called, CTs are found, and they're getting smoked out ASAP. Cryptic is getting hungry for this.
Oh, man.
Oh,
they may have lost him in all this speed and all this chaos. It's Fang that is going to get caught. Classy in the bomb site. Had some clean entries on that last fight, but now it's Shane that is not done, not satisfied, and just looking to bend this corner, and they should not be expecting him at this pace. Could have seen a back turn onto Rush, but Shane should not be this far into the site, and he feels that uncomfortable for it. But Dia gets this one kill down, and now he shows his hand, throws out the smoke. Marky with a second kill, could be a third onto Rush, but it's not, and a second smoke onto the bomb. Rush got to find this player, has a fight to win onto Dia. Marky holding down the defuse, and just barely caught by Cryptic.
That felt like a getting info round. Like, you said he was so pushed up, but that was a push up ready to get that round started, ready to get that round taken away from Nouns. But all in all, it's going back over. The rifles not staying in the hands for getting info for that long. It's just upgraded pistols for them. And a MAC-10 still sitting over on Nouns. Their money not in a great spot quite just yet after that round reset. Just have to see what you can do with some deagles and peeping. Oh my gosh, he's so close to the smoke.
This is the one outlier, the man to just stir the pot here, or maybe get caught. Fang seemed to sense, but that MAC-10 not gonna really leave room to breathe. It's now the next phase of this A hit, and Donut gonna be whipped off it. Rush, Junior, easy entries, and it's so dang clean. Only Marky alive, and not for long. It's Nouns. They bowl down the lane, and Rush hits 3 strikes.
Man, I love this map.
Man,
Are you an Ancient enjoyer? Man,
I mean, much like the wildlife on this map. It's grown. It's grown on me. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed its second life. I think that you talk about its role in the map pool, you know, maybe suggesting it's like take a dip into Overpass. I think that, like, you know, in different phases, you know, we've obviously seen more maps come out for some time. It's found a very nice notion, and I think brought in some very consistent play to the pool. And honestly, it's become one of my favorites. I'm right there with you.
What are we getting mills in the map pool?
Okay, now you're on the mainstream. You're doing this.
Basalt of office.
Untextured Tuscan.
What's the one that's like pirate themed?
Now that's
Mutiny.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Let's get Mutiny.
Could use more pirate themed maps and less green maps. That could be a good notion to carry forward.
We played multiple 10-man's on Mutiny.
I like any bomb site, any map that has nobody on it. They walk into a free site right now, and they don't see a soul.
They just double push Donut into mid, trying to get info. Did not work out. Carson trying to enter back in, but peeping around the way. Able to find him. Looks like they still want to go for this. Still want this. Dia is getting very, very close. Could be able to catch Junior on a timing, but Fang's going to clear it up for him.
Two back to back. They don't have any stopping utility for this. It's the flash. It's an opportunity that was served up by Rush, but nothing taken on that engagement. Rush put up to a very, very good effort here at the beginning of Ancient. 9 kills, and with the newest member of Nouns, Glacia, shares 16 frags. Glacia's got 7 of them.
Nom nom nom.
See, that's why we made him the player to watch. We knew that this guy had more, and you saw him go up to a pretty good first half, but on that CT side, it was Nouns that struggled large. So it's good that they're getting up on their offense at the moment. A half buy back in by getting info.
I see a CZ. I see
and
a
I
CZ.
smile, and I smile.
You smile
yes!
at that? Oh,
yes! That is what I'm talking about. And what, Apples? And what? The opening kill by Fang on the CZ.
You know, I think my PC just blue screened once again. I'm sorry. You're going to have to catch the rest of this round.
It may be getting thrown back at them now. Oh, no! This man is fearless! Peeping with the trade from beyond the grave. They better have another incendiary, because boy, does trouble lurk ahead. Dia has to go ahead. He has to get in front of that. And Rush is going to find that clip, but there was a bit of an inkling as to more, and Junior just found such a difficult kill. That could have gone south so easily, and right now it's sort of very even posture. Junior's in the red, similarly to Shane, Fang, and Rush full HP. This ought to be a brawl.
They're running towards it. They don't even want the AKs. They want this round win. No save. Shane going straight through that smoke. Able to catch them. 2 HP. Still sitting around. Trying to clear them out. They have to both be a main. Rush takes care of Fang. And Shane, what's the plan, bud? You can hear him jumping around over in Donut. I'm just waiting. Rush at 2 health as well. Gonna fake the tap. Looking for the head. Oh my god. Shane's able to find it. Junior's so low, but he peeks the wrong angle. Nouns find another round win just by the skin of their teeth this time. And honestly, 5-7s make it so interesting with how Getting Info has been playing with them, especially on Dust 2 as well. I feel like even with the tight corners on this map, you're getting into a lot more interesting spots.
Yeah, 5-7 in our 1CZ, BT dubs. But
okay.
four kills were the damage. I'm right there with you. I mean, a pretty successful round for Getting Info, regardless of them actually getting out on the worst end of that. But I think they have their best buy of the half so far.
Oh, yeah. You say that, but, like, so little utility. Just enough to break them through. They have to be very careful with it.
That was their only incendiary that was just thrown down in the bottom middle just now.
Down into the smoke as well.
Ooh. Dia, meanwhile, trades in, peeping, grabs Glacia out of the situation. Cryptic tempted to spam, and that's Shane taunting on the other side.
Taking a pause, taking a wait here. You know the location of the op. They have to end B unless they want to go fight with that.
I don't really expect Getting Info to get giddy in a big way. It's advanced positioning. It's Marky that wants to find a nice line to try and stand in the cut confidently, get 1 frag. That is all that he needs. And goodness gracious, Rush has been just so on tonight. Gets his 12th frag in 8th rounds. And right now, it's the young IGL that is just going to back up the major winner. Has to land the trade and won't. It's Fang that goes down, but the bomb has hit the pavement right there in the cave. So it's Shane that holds a fine line. Just going to be stunned by Junior. And right now, it is Dia that is online with the AWP. 25 seconds left and Race to Witch Mountain. It might be Dia that meets him back in middle, but he knows that he has to get into the true lane all the way back to A. Junior, bomb in hand, and you are not going to be ready to stand. He goes goes down, and it's Dia that wins a huge 1v1 for getting info.
Yeah, great round there. I like the idea of running A, but I feel like some kind of fake could have changed it. Could have made Dia run off that. But from what we saw from Dia over on Dust 2, he is not one to get tricked into simple things. He hears you running away. He's going to go and take that sight line. He got a kit on sight for one of his teammates. Could have made it easy for him. Now it's still looking good in their economy. Still have the AKs.
They just go right here. As soon as this molly fades, they go. But it's that flash right up for Shane. He wants to go in the peak. He is screaming right now that they're hitting this B site, and it's heavy. They get him out in a very nice fashion. Dia, he looks intimidated to get into this back lane. Nouns having a little bit of trouble getting the bomb down until this very moment, but...
Ooh, what a nade.
Yeah, that's like 40 damage. That's huge. Good thing they got mollies deep, but that's the last one.
Very soon, getting info, they're going to start pushing this, and it looks like they're also going to start pushing T-spawn. Are they running away? No, they're running to T-spawn. Junior through the smoke, able to catch Marky. This is interesting from the CCs. They're saving a T-spawn, at least going to try and take something out of the hands out of Nouns. But what an answer back from Nouns. A quick entry onto the site, and it felt like it could have been taken back from getting info. They were all there. They were all in cave. They were naded, though. They were smoked, though. They got scared. They were afraid of taking the weapons out of their own hands. Wanted to keep that op, wanted to keep those M4s, and now they're going to be able to drop for their teammates.
Haven't been too active down the ramp themselves. Just having to really kind of align themselves with the tempo that getting info have laid. They have full belts this time. Enough to work and really try and contest here with Nouns. Keeping holding close. His Fang just teases all the way through, but he floats out back into space.
That's funny. I like that.
But he's no longer the astronaut. Oop.
It's me laughing for your joke.
Courtesy laugh.
No, it was pretty funny.
Thank you.
I don't know why I did it like that.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Thanks.
Because we have a pretty good round to watch. No need to be sorry just yet.
They're going to want to start getting onto the site. Nice pop flash. I think Marky was able to get away from it, but Cryptic finding that kill first. Not going to get traded. Getting info, just staying on site, staying silent, making them think that they can just walk on here. But Cryptic's still wary of this. Getting info, starting to rotate in as well. Fang going to start activating in mid. Could take care of a couple of players that are just lurking behind. Flash goes in. Dia getting flashed off the angle, not going to be able to hit that shot, and that is the call to rotate around. Fang is here, though.
With the A4 just tucked right into this corner. Let's see how Fang will howl. It's just one. Glacia instant trade. Clean side for the bomb to go down. But an instant fight, instant flash. And Glacia is going to be met. These MP9s, they're going to be right at the neck. And Carson is responsible for two of them. But they're not done putting the pressure on yet. It's Peeping that's going to be immediately on par. And it's Carson with the 3K. And Junior in from the back line. Dia trying to find the bomb. But not taking the kill onto Carson. Junior lets it all go. Now stabbing, but too late. He's going to be getting the op in, but just letting one drop to the floor.
Defusal is the one looking around. Unfortunate for Junior is to still be able to save the op over to their side. They're going to be able to rebuy here, but what a good retake. What a good double with the MP9 from Marky as well. Or no, that was Carson. Was it Carson? Yeah,
was Carson. Those were, it was on one kill in this half until he pops off with that 3K. Puts them on notice. Junior we resume. Dia looks down range, and he has got a great putt to the green. Not done yet. Wants to sink another and maybe goes deeper. Not satisfied with that angle, but he knows there's so much more out here to hunt. He's looking. He is just thirsty for it. Knows that these nades, they're raining through. Smoke that blooms. And Classia, he is going to be free pickings.
They'll find another, but they're not slowing down. Rush and Cryptic, they want to get up here. They want to get on the site. Shane gets it blinded, does get traded. But still, everyone is here. They have control of the bomb. Don't know the Marky's right around this corner. He sees the shadow, but the MP9 reigns supreme. A little bit more. Cryptic gets downed.
Beautiful work. Okay. Out from this B defense. They go heavy in the set with 3. It's Dia that delivers 2 kills. Marky from Cave. And we've said that sentence before. Round 12 is where getting info. Look to meet us at a 7-5. That would be satisfactory for this CT side.
Be yummy. Nom, 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 nom.
I mean, I really feel like you do get there. I think that everything's kind of leaning the way, right? I think I referred to the discussion, everybody kind of acknowledging that things have been a little bit more T-sided. We have the stats to back it up, right? This isn't rocket science. And I remind you again that it was Nouns that, well, fell flat on their faces in the second half of Dust 2 when presented with that defense. So considering the context, getting info or getting along just fine, and the parts of it are heating up when they seemingly need to.
Broken by here just for Cryptic. Rifles on the rest of the Nouns, and they're looking towards a familiar site, this A site. Been a lot of trouble, but a lot of victories for them so far. Might as well try it one more time. Carson waiting on this angle. Looks like Nouns, they're being very particular about where they're going to be putting their shadows. Nice flash out. Lots of damage, but Fang is taking care of the Donut Peaks. Able to get 2. Does get traded out. 3v3. They have the site. CTs are right there, though.
Oh, and Rush just stamps are right in front of the spam. How to get in top of the crawl. Marky with a huge kill. That's in the back call. And now Junior, 1 versus 3. Up from A main. Marky, he's just slipped the net with the smoke right down. It is Shane onto the bomb. And Junior, he's got to make the play. Junior upon it, but he can't land the spam. It's getting info. That hike back to a 7-5 finish is their 5th. That is that much better here at the 12th round. But heating up, they can just cool off. In a 3-minute break, we head into the halftime, so don't go far.
Hit snooze till it's 8:30. Grab a coffee to help ease my brain. There's no time to play. Climb out the sheets, find the jeans from a previous day. Grab the keys from off the counter. Commute into the city, gonna take another hour. Man, I hate trading time for a way. At least I got a home and a job that pays. Faded from color, reaching the fire when I wonder how. Saying it'll all be fine. Why you sit around and waste your time? Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive. reflection and find that I left my distractions behind. In the meantime, I'll blindfold my pride and keep hold of my time like it's gold. Fading from color, reaching to find when I wonder how. Saying we're all fine, why sit around and waste the time? Fading from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
A 7-5 half, but barely Nouns were holding on at the end there, getting info, squeak out a couple, and just find themselves with the energy back to prove that they can do it on Ancient. They want to spoil Nouns' fun tonight, and a pistol that they looked into in the second half of Dust 2 made the difference. Apples does it right now.
Always does. Pistols can change the game completely, especially on CT side if you're able to get that. But oh my god, what a dink to start it off. The dualies only answering for one. Cryptic left alone pretty quickly. This
Yeah,
B-side defense has just fallen.
This is quite a result. Put up in the pistol right here. Who's saying the Cryptic can't do it though? Armor in the dualies. Arm to the teeth. And he's going to be trying to cut these up at a flank and actually sees it, gets that kill onto Carson. However, getting info, they pull within one.
That's still one. That's all you can really get with dualies these days. If you're not a believer. Are you a dualies believer?
Oh my god, yes. 100%. Put me top hut with some dualies, ain't nothing getting through. I might whiff all 30 of my bullets, but I'll die trying. Speaking of upgraded pistols, right? You saw more of those out of getting info. When they survived that pistol round, they ended up being more successful, being a little bit awkward, humorous up for that frag. Person on the other side is taking care of beeswax. He's got two. Swaps the USP, goes GoldenEye, but gets kept for it.
Got hungry for it. Cryptic only going to be getting one. Peeping, though, with that picked up MAC-10. Able to get a little bit of cash, a little bit of money from that kill. Maybe even another one. That's a nice pickup. That's a Galil that you don't have to buy in the next round. Do you think he goes for this? If he had a kid.
Oh, peeping. Oh, peeping.
Oh,
go for it anyway.
Go have fun.
10-second defuse. He'll give a consideration to some damage here. But he's awfully, awfully close. And you know peeping, when he shows up, you know he's going to show respect. Smoke in hand. Plop onto the bomb. One tap attempted, and he is going to be getting off of that. It's the respect given. Nade that's going to be brought open by Marky, and they know his tricks. Dia knows them so intimately. They bring themselves to a tie game through familiar routes and take advantage of familiar foe.
Something I like from getting info is that they really don't disparage the MAC-10s. They keep them in their economy. They drop them to their teammates that are a little bit less for wear with money. So they're not wasting money on just upgrading to AKs. And that may seem a little basic, but I see a lot of teams do that.
We live in a world.
We live in a world where you just don't use your MAC-10 through
We live in a world where people only use MP9s. You know what I'm talking about? Don't need to
not anymore.
say any more than that. Carson,
the
huge opening
FAMAS is
kill.
so much better.
People will start to understand soon. But I believe it's peeping that was that only saved gun over, that has gone out. Spam that doesn't land on the way through, but boy is Dia close. Goodness gracious me. Okay, rush. Don't stand there.
Oh my
Don't
God.
stand there.
I mean,
He just panicked. He thought that was an HE.
he's
I would too.
terrified. Every bit of utility there. That's like a very tricky spot to be in.
Oh, it's the op
but
on
even
A.
even trickier, Junior. That's a nice pick. That's a nice find. That's leveling out the playing field. Slowly walking away from that site, not wanting to dance with it quite yet as a solo player.
He has to stand and get one here.
Mm-hmm.
That is the job description, and he unfortunately can't open shop. Bomb goes down, and bit of a Molotov right into the middle of this side, so Classia, Cryptic, they want to give it the respect. They are trying so hard, trying to work it right into their stance, but it's Rush that just got clipped with that Sam before, and he just went down.
Did you know that the MP9 used to have the second best jumping accuracy in the game?
Oh my goodness, Rush could have lined up there. Yeah, recently I was playing in a, there was a show match that a couple of NACS gamers got into.
Yeah, thanks for the invite, by the way.
I didn't put it together myself, but I would definitely pick you on my team next time. We had,
pretty cool.
Me and Spud from LAG pulled out the old, like, overpass graffiti boost where the guy just jumps on top of his head with an MP9 and gets a kill in short. It's the little things I miss about Overpass.
I miss Overpass so much. Can't play it now. You have to have a full stack to be able to play it. Everyone used to know the smokes, but Nouns getting aggressive in B lane. They have so much space here on the other side of the smoke with these 5-7s. Patrolling the area back and forth.
Clear. All good.
All good. Oh, clear. Rotate B.
They're
Rotate
operating
A.
like mall police.
They are, but the bomb has not moved here from B main. They're trying to fake a little bit over towards this A site. Nouns, they've bitten. They have 3 players there, and it looks like maybe Peeping wants to make their way over there, but still nothing sounding out alarms quite yet for getting info. No kills, and they're afraid of what they're going to walk into.
Oh, Rush up close. Gonna have to take this. That's one out of the shot. They don't have a second flash here, but they don't know about Peeping either. Double trouble on this side, and they've got it down right here. They're gonna punish with these. And the Youngblood, he continues on the terror, but here goes Fang. 40 seconds left to try and just relay disaster. But I gotta say, it looks like the damage is done. Classia right up and behind. What the hell is that from Fang? The whip shot onto Classia.
Oh, and the flash to ramp. So now Cryptic and Junior, they're both looking towards Shelf. They've completely pushed down B ramp. Smoke on the bomb, but Fang is right behind them. Could be able to get at least one here, but this would be a clutch to call.
Yeah, 6 seconds. No way. You just gotta stay in
he's
that
gonna
smoke.
die. He's gonna die. Oh, he misses him.
Is that? It's got to be briefly after time as well.
I think so.
Looking at, I don't know that I'm too confident to call that. However, the bank account is going to be definitely missing it. Fang. Oh boy, tactical timeout. You're gonna have to use that for sure. That was a very big punishment that just came into spread.
Absolutely. We talked about it time and time again, but the 5-7 is just such an incredible weapon to be using on the CT side.
B stream alert. B stream alert. We have our second 13-0 in Challenger League tonight. I know we had one just on the other end of the Red Candid series in South America, but it was NRG that put on a very good one against In Control, and that Dust 2 finished 13-0. That's one of NRG's best, and I know that's actually one that In Control Season 2 as well. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. All good regain.
All good regain.
That's what they say. I just did air quotes. You can't see me, but believe it. Oh, goodness gracious. They're not going to believe how close getting info are right now. Oh, it's Cryptic. That's just the shot away from death. And Marky, he just continues to go. He's going to get rushed right out of things. Bomb did not go down, and it's Junior that goes back to back. All that's left is Dia and Carson to pick up the pieces, and that is going to take some time.
Time they have. They have a whole minute left on the clock. Just a molly to try and retake this. Carson? Oh, okay. All right. That's some teamwork there. Dia able to take that kill away from Carson. Spam through the box, trying to get Junior low, but he's already relocated over in cave.
Oh, so close.
Carson playing with it. Carson's playing with it. That nade. Oh, my gosh.
How is he alive? How is he alive? That's the question. Peeping. Not a question he wants to answer. And you know what? The only thing he gets back is bullets right through. Shells rain down onto a 9th on top of Nouns, where getting info would take the lead for the first time in the second half of Ancient.
We thought this was going to be neck and neck. I didn't think it'd be this neck and neck, back and forth trading. 4 spy rounds, trading ecos, not letting anyone really get a bank in this game, and it's really all that you can expect. Nouns going very aggressive with their mid util, the mid push, and getting info. They're making their way over towards A. Fang with a little bit of look, and Marky is going to find that opening kill. Rush down for the count over on this B site. Could call a couple more rotates on over, as Claysia's in an awkward spot just with the 5-7 over in Donut.
Oh, Carson.
Yep.
On the lurk, separates. Knows Junior is going to have to make a difference, but Peeping right now can't go and put up a mysterious Carson MP9 3K out of CT.
Not today.
I wouldn't expect to see that twice, however. So it's going to be 10 rounds. That is found first. We get to say it again by this getting info side. And, I mean, if I had to put words to this, this is essentially like a map pick that Nouns get, right? And right now, getting info in the back end are just looking like the better team, splitting the difference by hairs, and it just slowly adds up.
Oh my gosh, another 5-7 round. Attack pulled out for the side of getting info, and honestly, just take a breath. It's getting late, Marky.
'Tis getting late. Anyone up for overtime? Is it just me? But 5-7s may take us closer to a tie. I'm always up for a little bit of chaos, especially where, look, Apples, can I convince you to overtime if we can get an adrenaline-pumping 5-7 round that just
you are. I'm convinced for overtime. I would love some
sell
overtime.
You anything with 5-7 frags lined in the detail, because at this point we need it for Nouns. Sell me the pen joke. Write your name with it.
Pen joke?
What? You never seen Wolf of Wall Street, dude?
No, I actually haven't. I've always wanted to.
Weren't you like 24?
When it came out, I was a child. Anyways, 5-7's reign supreme. A nice double from Cryptic, and that's an AK picked up for the side of Nouns. Fang is very wary of this push.
No!
Oh my god, the timing! Oh, whoa, what a push. What a timing spot for Claysia. Now Carson and Dia have to pick this round up. I don't know if the Legos are all there to make a full thing for them. Cryptic's on a tear. What a round.
Goodness gracious. Dia 1v4. Yeah, stash this thing away, man. Put that away.
Get that away from me.
What a way to do it. All right, come on.
Okay. Oh.
Yo, he got it.
Got it.
Let's go. Junior found it in the green. Yeah, they had an audible cue as to where exactly that went. And I will acknowledge it before we do forget. Man, I don't know what Fang did to deserve such a horrible timing like that. He gets so punished and is definitely going to feel a little bit of frustration from that. But no time like the present to just clear your head. It's round 20 and point at which Nouns want to bring it to a tied game, but also bring your bank down to its knees.
That's an opener. That's a start for Peeping. Nouns are on it. Carson, getting close. Cryptic still answering back. Has his AK picked up from the last round. The cards are in Nouns' hands.
They're so low on getting info at the moment. Junior sits with a full belt. An HE that you just think could be so daunting put out onto the field. But the lowest member, it's just going to be ripped out. Junior goes for a double out there with that scope. Gets his 19th kill. Steals the lead back from Rush. That's not the only thing that is stolen from the former major winner. It's his head plucked off by Markey as well. And maybe enough room to maneuver for a little bit more respect to take a fight or two on B. But I feel like that would be just delaying the inevitable. Markey sees into a 1v3, but also needs to grab the bomb back from right around Cave, where a young Tony Classy is waiting to strike.
He's worried about clearing out Cave. All eyes down mid. Who spots him? He gets out just in time. He's able to pick up the bomb. He could get the plant here. That is money in the bank for his team. Depends on how quickly Cryptic's able to rotate in. It's just like you said, delaying the inevitable.
Nothing, yeah.
This would be, oh yeah.
But honestly, at this point, probably going to give them a lot more life than we probably kind of insinuated to get. A tied game right now. Through 20, we are still undecided. But right here, honestly, that bomb plant is the difference between a Glock round and what's going to be a proper half buy with Tech 9s.
You know? Oh, actually, Mac 10.
Oh?
Quick into Cave.
I'm thinking that same call. They
Quick
need to humble Cryptic.
Yeah.
Off of those 5.7s, they've got pistols for themselves. They go heavy into middle.
They're going mid. This could be a good donut move, but PP and Glacia, they are not making them get any space here. Fang just trying his best to even get in, but Nouns, they have entered into the building. Tech 9, at least one kill offered over, and that's a double for Shane. What did he pick up? Picked up the bomb. He was a bit confused about that, it seemed.
Wasn't sure what would he find there. Former teammate spamming through on the other end, but it's Junior that just continues to put the pen down to paper and draws a 1-1 right next to it. Nouns pull ahead in the lead. Just get 11 rounds on their CT side. We came in with worry, but honestly, Apples, they have answered into every single concern because the players that were struggling on that Dust 2 have stepped up. In rounds that they've had to go 2-2 and really work for it, they've stood up and done it. But right now, there's that bite back from getting info, and that's what kind of effort you expect here when the second seed plays the third seed.
Oh, opener. Junior's good for it. Able to finally maybe find a second, and he does. Has to fall back, has to wait for his team to enter into the site. Calasio's picking it up as well and getting info. They're just walking into a blender. Fang able to find one, but honestly, not much off of that. Nouns able to find a match point. One more round separating them and then getting info. They need 2 rounds here to put it into OT. From where they're looking, it's not looking really bright.
What, from over there too? Yeah, I was just wondering. Here, the dang same. Classia's crew is looking like they are going to make do 12 rounds on this Ancient, and you know what? It would require that overtime and the way back up. We were to see this thing come back the way of getting info. But Classia just going to be relying on the split in these smokes, trying to punish on that same threat. Peeping strikes down from the top of B when Fang is trying to carry on with a little bit more speed. Makes the difference in these 2 smokes, but now knows that he needs to play his hand. A deep smoke out on the game ender that Junior is going to try and get away from. Are they boxed in for one last hurrah? Cryptic to trying to separate the lane, but the troops are here for Nouns.
Oh, so is Junior over in CT. A molly just to keep the players in Cave off of the bat. Yeah, able to pick up the rifle, but it's just time and time until it starts clicking down. Carson is in CT. Could be able to disrupt here, but he is taking his sweet time. is able to at least separate one. That's Junior off the gate. They're on the bomb, defusing a second kill. They're off of it. Nouns able to find their 13th round after an impressive first half start that Giddy Info have. And what a couple of last rounds we just saw from them.
What an effort that they put upon that Ancient to just stand up, puff their chest, and show when they're playing well, even when challenged, when pressured by one of the best in the current business, the number 2 seed in Challenger League, Clasia, and the rest of his squad play some damn good Counter-Strike, come up with a win on that second map, and draw a 1-1 with our 2 single best of 1 series that we had between Getting Info and Nouns tonight. It was a it was a bloodbath in both affairs.
Oh my gosh, yes it was. It felt like it could come down to the wire, but in those last 4 rounds, last 5 rounds on either of the map, the victor stood victorious. Getting Info with a really, really good round win streak over on Dust 2 once they switched on over other sides, and Nouns here on their CT side able to prove victorious. Just good all in all, and I feel like you said during the match, players that weren't stepping up in Dust 2, they started to on Ancient. They were able to do their work. They were able to clock in for their shift, get the kills, get the map control, and oh my god, 5-7s. 5-7s reigns supreme. Did we forget about that? Apparently that's the best gun in the game.
Never forgot, and I gotta say that they will absolutely be remembering at this point in time. A great line that Nouns put up on that second map, but let's go ahead and talk about what we saw from Getting Info, right? The welcoming of Fang. I mean, there was time on that Ancient where in that last 3 rounds, they're the ones that step up. I mean, it's not rocket science. They're the ones that muscle out that game. So already, you know, it's looking like an upgrade over a longtime member of this Timberman core, right? Dare seeing technically out of this lineup for the replacement of Fang that comes over from the reorganized Party Astronaut side.
Yeah, I feel like there were some moments where Fang wanted to get active, wanted to get a little bit more on the side of Getting Info, but getting too active when the rest of your team is so far away, not able to get traded, and then just putting yourself into a 1v3 situation, still able to get a couple kills. There was one round where he just got an insane 1-tap and 2 kills right before the round ended. But it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in a little bit further on. Obviously, this is a great showing from him with this squad just starting here. Let's take a look over at Arcadia player to watch how he fared. Obviously, not too great. Obviously, the score is a little bit inflated. Obviously, he did not play too well in Dust 2, but did step it up a lot more on the side of Ancients.
Yeah, Clasia struggled on that CT side of Dust 2, had a pretty good T side on that same affair, but went ahead and stepped it up a whole another notch, playing his anchor position to perfection on this Ancient map, and showed up with a lot of really good standing where, you know, we looked at 2 of the newest additions of both of our lineups tonight, right? Fang coming in and seeing into this fairy of riflers that we know are so dang powerful over on that Getting Info side, and you see how the new 5th of Nouns just continues to process into their new roles, and it really looks like Clasia was, I mean, it's Swiss Army knife, very comfortable, very dynamic within that T side. The responsibilities yet to go, right? That's the same player right there, but still getting used to a lot of those CT responsibilities. These are new spots for a guy like him, and already showing improvement on one of Nouns' most important maps, which is that Ancient, and against regional competition, you're going to know it very, very well. I would likely say you're going to be seeing Getting Info and an Ancient similar to this very soon.
Absolutely. I feel like they played very, very well.
Great work from NRT.
Oh my God. Yeah, incredible work. All in all, North American CS here. It's always interesting. It's always close. And I feel like we had a really good show for everyone here tonight.
Yeah, it was absolutely a blast. Right before this on the A stream, we obviously saw a little bit of South American action, but we've been rocking with Europe, Oceania, all the different Challenger League spots here and all the way through to the next season of Pro League Apples. That's the big one. We obviously know that we just had a bunch of the advanced gamers and a couple of these main teams just finish it all the way through. I know, I believe it's the Blue Killers lineup that did win advanced and will be seeing their way into Challenger League next to Tsunami and a couple other great projects, right? Cajun and Co. finally made it to ECL.
Yeah, I really loved seeing all these teams that we've been following and watching, just like in advance in ESEA League, finally getting their laurels, stepping up to ECL. We've been seeing it with a bunch of teams. It's the roster with Little Beer. Completely forgot the name of it, but
right,
they've Chicken Coop, and it's going to be really fun next season. I'm excited to see all the new teams, but still, we have so much more Counter-Strike for the rest of the league, if I'm not incorrect there. We have still so more to be watching, still more days, and I'm quite excited for it, Marky.
It's going to be an absolute blast. And I know that I'm even looking at the schedule for tomorrow. I know that the games that are going to be happening even just over the counter are going to be absolutely amazing. I see NRG Marsborn, Legacy Nouns, Party Astronauts having to show a new lineup with, newly lost Fang onto a different co. But I know that OG Wizard may be seeing into a couple new names. A lot of things to be seen. And like we say, so much action to go along and see, so much developing talent in this scene, and they all appreciate your support, and so do we. Thank you so much for tuning in to another night of ESL Challenger League. My name has been Get the Bag Mark, and I have been here with the wonderful Apple. Shout out to all the wonderful people behind production tonight, and they thank you. Everybody have a safe rest of your night. We will see you next time for ESL Challenger League. Bye-bye.
Think you've seen it all? With Faceit Watch's Point of View Selector, you can experience the game from any pro's perspective. Use the multi-view feature and customize the stream with up to 4 angles. Control what points you see while earning rewards. Drops are activated and lucky winners will receive Faceit points. And if you ever miss a match, VODs are now available. Get instant access to demos with multiple POVs and commentary. Watch it, control it, face it.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God it's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first step towards ECL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/ECL.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
Miles past, turning back, found my track, face the fact, she a cold one. Never gonna settle for none. Stay up every night till I won. Don't want a slow rise now. I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A quiet boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night, my old life, it stayed.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm headed to LA.
Couple thousand miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, the 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas next to dollar sign, yeah. To remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
Made for the fight, for the pain and the climb. Tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down. From getting
Got my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stop. The boy